Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we're reviewing the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta, except it's a Datong bootleg. So yeah, this is a bootleg, fake, counterfeit, Chinese version of the SH Figuarts Vegeta. It, however, is really, really good. And to be perfectly honest, I will take a really, really good $25 counterfeit over a $200 original. He literally has all the same articulation. He is painted almost identically, and there really aren't any main reasons other than maybe if you just don't like to get counterfeit stuff to get the original for $200 over getting this one for about $20 or $30. He's fairly readily available on eBay if you look around. Just search for like China Vegeta or something like that. You know, just you can find them. They're pretty easy to locate. And in my opinion, they're certainly worth getting, if you don't already have the original release. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt paint details, and all of those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Here is Super Saiyan Vegeta. Here is the normal version of Vegeta. Here's SH Figuarts Goku. Standard Marvel Legends 6-inch figure, which is Baron Zemo. Standard Marvel Universe 3¾ Wolverine. And here is the Shoto Vegeta. So, as you can tell, both of the Vegetas are around the same height and are sufficiently shorter than Goku, and of course the SH Figuarts aren't really quite in scale with Marvel Legends and things around that nature. Anyway, let's get all these other things out of here and just look at Super Saiyan Vegeta. Moving on to our 360 spin of Vegeta. As you can see, he is mostly blue. He has on his little chest armor with the little brown bits and the sculpted in line work and all those sorts of things. His gloves and boots are shaded. One of the main differences between this figure and an official release is that the tips of his shoes did not receive the paint shading like the rest of the figure did. That's really the only big noticeable difference. Apart from that, everything looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt and alternate head sculpt. Here are Vegeta's 2 head sculpts. He is supposed to have 3. However, the version I got, they sent me 2 of this same one with the looking off to the side face. I contacted the seller, and they are going to send me the one that they didn't send me. But unfortunately, I can't show it to you right now. I'll impose a picture of what it is supposed to look like. Anyway, he has his looking off to the side face, and then he has his straightforward face. And then, of course, he has his angry face that I don't have. You just simply swap those off. From what I can tell, the head sculpts and the paints are all very similar to the original. They're not significantly different, if they're really any difference at all. Anyway, let's take a look at his additional hands. He has 2 hands, which are flat and have the thumb tucked in for the big bang attack. He has 2 fists, and he has 2 flat open hands, which just about every figure that SH Figuarts has made comes with. They are all white and have some nice gray shading to them, and they all just sort of plug in there and can be used as hands. Anyway, that wraps it up for all of Vegeta's interchangeable pieces. Let's move on to his articulation. Articulation-wise, unlike some of the other fake Vegeta figures, I believe this one has every single point of articulation that the original figure art has. He's got the standard sort of ball disc here in the neck. It is white, and I believe the original is probably painted skin tone, but that's not really a big deal. Ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back. Also moves in and out like that, like a butterfly joint. Bicep cut, double joint elbows, wrist cut and hinge. Popping up and down waist joint, rotation. Ball joint hips, drop down, move forward and back, in and out. Double jointed knees, and then his ankles rotate, pivot, hinge up and down, and he has his toe joint. He also has that terrible neck joint like Figuarts tend to have that doesn't really move, but it is there. Like I said, all of Vegeta's articulation is really good and on the level of most other Figuarts. Vegeta doesn't come with any other accessories apart from his interchangeable pieces, so let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. The packaging for this version of Vegeta is very similar to the real release. It looks aesthetically basically the same. However, this over here is in Chinese. They use the Dragon Ball Kai logo down here at the bottom, and they don't have the Bandai and Tamashii Nation stickers over here on the side. Instead, they have whatever this is. The back is almost exactly the same, except I think this is Chinese instead of Japanese. And it still has the Kakarot and the Big Bang Attack and the posing and stuff. And it says Datong down here at the bottom as opposed to having Tamashii Nations and Bandai logos and things like that. It is just as good for in or out of package display as a normal Figuarts box is, except it's more difficult to read. So yeah, Vegeta, fake Vegeta. Alright, that wraps it up for our counterfeit Vegeta, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.